Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today we're going to do a quick video and have a look at the Spyderco Dragonfly 2 with FRN pink scales and CPM 30V blade steel. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to support the channel. Thanks. Spyderco is a very popular brand of knives designed in the US. They have a very distinctive leaf-style blade and a large hole for deployment, often called the Spidey hole. There are many different designs and sizes for Spyderco knives, but truth be told, they all kind of look the same to me. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments on that. This is the Dragonfly 2 in pink and was created in support of Living Beyond Breast Cancer, a national non-profit organization that seeks to create a world that understands that there's more than one way to have breast cancer. The Dragonfly is basically a small version of the standard look of Spyderco's knives, but is by no means the smallest. Let me show you a bigger knife though. This is the Spyderco Parrot 3, a very popular knife. And you can see how it kind of looks, right? There is that similarity, that blade shape. The handle's a bit different. There's more curvature for the Dragonfly, but you definitely can see it definitely from the same company, definitely from the same family. Now let's have a look at some other knives in comparison, at least size-wise. I've got the CJRB Melee over here. I really like this particular knife. Very small, handy size. Now both these knives are about the same relative size. Of course the blade is different, the design is different, but both blades are about just over 2 inches long. I've got the trusty Swiss Army knife. This is the Victorinox Bantam. You can kind of see how that stacks up. Very small, petite knives, as you can see. And as always, for comparison, an Altoids tin. Here are some specs for the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. The blade length is 2.28 inches long, the closed length is 3.33 inches long, and the overall length is 5.58 inches long. The weight is just 1.2 ounces or 34 grams, so very lightweight. This is a full flat grind with a plain edge, satin finish, and the blade thickness is 2.5 mm thick. So not too thin, but also not really thick. But this particular model has great blade steel. This is CPM S30V. S30V is a martensitic or hardened powder-made stainless steel, also known as a sintered stainless steel. It is wear and corrosion resistant with a hardness of 58 to 61 HRC. The stainless steel was developed by Barber of Crucible Industries in collaboration with knifemaker Chris Reeve. CPM S30V is considered a premium grade knife steel. It is so expensive that it strongly affects the price of the knife, and that's why this knife is expensive for its size. The handle is FRN or fiber reinforced nylon, so very strong. Of course, it's dyed in this hot pink. There's this wire pocket clip, not really deep carry, but you can put it on either side for ambidextrous carry, and it is a tip up carry. There's a back lock, so this is not the compression lock, just a back lock which you press to unlock and close the knife like that. And this lanyard is something I just added because there is a lanyard hole over there. So in terms of deployment, you can just flick it open like that. Some people can Spidey flick. I think most people can Spidey flick, but I am a horrible Spidey flicker and I can't flick this knife for my life. So I'll just thumb flick it like that. Or you can also, I think, do a drop kind of open like that by holding it that way. So different ways to open a Spyderco knife. Now, this particular knife is made in Japan. So, does the Spyderco Dragonfly 2 make for a good EDC knife? In terms of size, it's a very small and compact knife. But due to its design, when it's open, you get a very good grip and purchase. Now, even if you hold it like that, you get a 3-finger grip. But you can see there's jimping over here, jimping underneath here, and that allows you to put your fingers and thumb right there, and your whole hand comes over. So now you get a full finger grip. Now I have small to medium-sized hands, and this is a very small knife, so I'm sure someone with large hands would really oversize this. But if you have medium-sized hands, I think you'd still get a good 4-finger grip. You can really get in there to do some work. So I think in terms of the design, for its compact design, you actually get such a good grip and purchase on the knife. Now, the only sticking point for this particular version of the knife, for this particular steel, is the price. So the MSRP is $131.50, that's US dollars, but you can get it for just under 93 US dollars from some dealers. Now, it's mainly because of the steel, which is S30V. You can get this particular knife in other steels like VG10, which is $20 cheaper. But you can also get it in a slightly more expensive version in K390 for US $20 more. So essentially, it is not that cheap. So Spydercos in general, those that have good steels, aren't going to be cheap. And there's a certain premium you are paying for the brand as well. Now, if you want a small knife, there are many other options available. For example, as mentioned, I really like this CJRB Malia. The size is about the same. You don't get that 4-finger grip, well, you want, but definitely not as good as the Dragonfly. But it's got a good purchase, it's got a good blade, nice thickness, even thicker than the Spyderco Dragonfly. It is not as good a steel as this, but still a powdered stainless steel, and this costs US $35. So it's about 40% of the price of the Dragonfly. So if budget is a concern, you may or may not want the Dragonfly, but if you want a small knife and you really want a Spyderco knife, then I think this would work for you. Of course, it comes in different colors. You don't have to get the pink. You can get it in a variety of colors. But really what we're talking about here is the size, the compactness, the lightweight ability, and just to be able to carry it in your pocket with that pocket clip, or put it in all the way, probably just disappear. Well, let me know what you think of the Dragonfly 2, and do you own it, or what's your favorite Spyderco knife? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And as always, keep it folded, keep it safe.